sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is October 7th, 2024. I am Drew.
And I'm Tara.
This is America's #1 sibling, sports, and entertainment. Butthole Buffoonery 69 celebrating wettest podcast east of, west of the Mississippi River. It is the calvinest, biggest calved podcast in the world. We are Melon Fights.
Melon Fights.
Melon Fights. Tara, we're Melon Fights. And we're going to start off with something just so I don't have to wear these all day. I can't talk. I was like, I'm not going to be able to talk very well. And I really didn't realize how bad it was going to be. I clearly can see, the listeners can't see, but I am dressed in honor of our vampire countdown. I am a sexy vampire today. I don't know if you got that, Tara. Did you get that? That I'm a sexy vampire? You should have told me to be a
vampire, and I would have done the same thing.
Well, you should come up with your own shit. I'm so sorry that I have ideas, and I prepped. I'm so sorry. You're also welcome to show up dressed as anything you ever want.
Okay.
Anything you want ever.
Take that to heart.
Anything you want ever. As long as it's not a sloppy little piggy.
Well,
Do you know vampires love their drink of choice is Dr. Pepper cream soda, 0 sugar?
I didn't know that, but I understand why. Because it might be the best soda that's ever existed.
Oh, that's good. So I don't know if you noticed. So here's what I got going on. I kind of mix up all the sexy vampires. First of all, I'm beefy like Blade. So I'm beefy like Blade. I'm wearing this is like this is giving me like Interview the Vampire vibes, my vest. Would you see that?
Yeah.
And you can't see it because the camera's not picking it up. I'm covered in glistening sparkles all over my skin. It just kind of looks like I'm shiny and sweaty, but it's glistening because that's my Twilight skin. It's the skin of a killer. It's the skin of a killer, Bella. And then, I think that's it. Oh, and then my hairdo's kind of like Lost Boys-ish, I'd feel like. Very 80s hair. So, so this is me sexing it up for Vampire Week.
Have you ever seen Twilight?
The original, yes. And I think maybe the second one. It's probably the worst movie ever.
I've never seen it.
It's so bad. It's so fucking bad.
I feel like once I saw Kristen Stewart was in it, I was like, not for me.
She's the worst actress ever.
Yeah.
I don't get it. She's so Tara. You should watch Twilight. Let's watch Twilight. I know this is Vampire Week, but we'll watch Twilight for next week.
All right.
I'll rewatch it because it's really bad, Tara. It's going to be fun to talk about.
Okay.
I feel ridiculous. So what I'm thinking is, let's do our vampire list first. Get it out of the way, so I can take these fucking teeth off. Because I sound like an idiot. And I don't want people to have to listen to me talk like this for the next... or I could take them off and put them back in later. Now, let's just do that first. Let's do our top 5 vampires. Now, Tara, I'm like 75% sure we did a top 5 vampires already. When I started thinking about it, I'm like, I kind of remember talking about this.
I don't think we did.
Tara, I'm pretty positive because some of the things on our list I remember us talking about for vampire stuff. I promise we did some vampires. I don't know if we did a top 5. We might even done more. Top 3 maybe. Top 3 plus. We just might have done a top 3 or I don't know. But pretty positive we did vampires. Because I remember you talking about some of these vampires. And I remember me talking about some of these vampires.
Maybe we did.
I'm like 75% sure. Not 100%, not 90%, 75% sure. Listeners, if there's anyone still listening that was listening when we did vampires last time, let us know. That's the thing is we're running out of shit to do, Tara. We're fucking, it's over. Podcasts might as well be over. We're out of things to talk about. By the way, is this a sexy vampire? Do I look
It
like
is a
I'm in
sexy vampire.
Interview the Vampire?
Yeah.
I think that the beard throws it off. I feel like you don't see a lot of bearded vampires. It's almost like
No.
the face almost gives a werewolf vibe, I'd say, with the beard and the teeth. What do you think of that?
You're mixed between Edward and Jacob, the best of both worlds.
Oh wow,
I
the
don't
best
even
of
know
both
what
worlds.
that
There is
means.
no
I
best
don't
of both.
even know what it
I'm
means.
I'm Team Edward, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Jacob
know.
sucks. Edward's listen. Pattinson is actually a very good actor. He's good and stuff. Kristen Stewart, dog shit. The kid that Jacob kid, what's his name?
Taylor Lautner.
Terrible actor. Terrible actor. Terrible. So
Strange looking.
what's that?
He's strange looking.
I thought you said he's a short king. I think he is
be.
probably pretty short. Let me see how tall he is. Taylor Lautner. Those people were all kind of like super famous for about 7 minutes.
Yeah.
He just looks little. He's 5'9". I don't buy it. I think he's shorter than that. Yeah, I look like Brad Pitt. I look like Brad Pitt in Interview the Vampire. What do you think? Do you like the teeth?
Yeah.
I got the good ones. Or it's
Where'd you
just
get them?
the teeth. They're glued
Are
on.
they sticking on? They're glued onto your teeth?
Well, they come off. It's like
Hopefully
hot
it doesn't
glue. I think
pull
it's
up
hot
your
glue.
new-
Basically, it's hot glue.
Are you going to be able to take them out when it's time?
No, they're stuck forever, Tara. That's why there's people walking around the world with just vampire teeth at all times because they're stuck. What are you talking about?
No, like, do they have a time where you can take them off? Like, they'll be on there for 4 hours?
No, I could take it off right now
Okay.
and then put it back on. They're like formed. It's kind of like how you do like a mouth guard,
Okay.
where it's like kind of forms here and then kind of like here. Let's take one out. Boom, gone.
Oh, it's just on your
Yeah,
canine?
yeah.
Then why are you talking so weird?
Because it touches my tongue. What are you talking about? There's a reason our teeth are the length they are. Why am I talking so weird? It's because every time I talk, my tongue fucking slaps against fake teeth. What are you talking about? Why am I talking so weird? It's because I got vampire teeth, Tara. I'm a vampire, and I want
why-
to suck your blood.
Why don't vampires all have lisps then?
They do. They talk. That's why they all do the accent. There's a reason they're like. That's actually not like a Transylvania. That's just an accent that your tongue makes. And it's slapping against sharp ass teeth. What are you talking about? My tongue doesn't know where to go. It's slap. You can't. You listen to it slapping around. People listening are like, "What the
it's
fuck?"
creeping me out. I'm like, what is this?
Key. Is it scary?
Kind of.
I'm gonna be a vampire all month. I did watch
should
Lost
be.
Boys last week.
That should be your new character.
On
Not
this?
character, just like who you are.
Am I just a vampire guy
Your
now?
new, yeah, you're in your.
Yeah, who's
new
gonna stop? I'm sure
persona.
there'll be some stupid girl that's like, "This guy's eccentric. He's cool," and I'll get her, and she'll be a real
Eccentric.
fucking freak, and it'll be cool. I'm getting myself a real. You're right, Tara. I'm gonna start rocking these. I'm gonna
You
peacock.
sound like the cable guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna start wearing these, peacocking with
Mhm.
vampire teeth in. And trust me, Tara, I'm very glistening right now. I wish you could see. Maybe if I take a picture and send it to you. It's nuts. How much sparkles on me. Just these cameras aren't picking it up. When I'm in the mirror, it's beautiful.
I know. I know how glitter works. I wear it a lot.
I know. Why doesn't the camera pick it up?
I don't know.
I look beautiful.
Maybe
look
it's
like
'cause
a
you're
goddamn-
vampire.
Killer. It's the skin of a killer. It's a bit from it, Tara. It's from Twilight. It's the skin of a killer. She's like, "You look beautiful," because he's sparkling. It's this. Why do they sparkle? It's so fucking stupid.
It's
Twilight
the skin
fucking
of a killer.
sucks. He's like, "You look." She's like, "You look beautiful." He's like, "It's the skin of a killer, Bella." It's like he's like, ugh. It's so good. He's like 400 years old, and she's like 17. What a fucking dumb movie.
Course.
Oh, we got it. We're watching it. We're watching it for next week. We're definitely
Okay.
watching it for next week. God, I can't. It sounds like my things are doing the same as I was cutting out so much. I'm gonna try not to. Sounds like I might be again. All right, let's do this list, Tara. Guys,
All right.
stop us if you've heard this, but we're doing our top 5. Top 5. Stop us if you've heard us do this before. We're doing our top 5 vampires of all time. All media, all sources, whatever you want. Whatever you came up with. I'm pretty happy with my 5.
I feel okay about my 5.
Well, why can't you just
Because
love the things you do for once? Like, they're not that good. Tara, we want people to think what we're doing is good.
Here's the thing. I like the 5 I chose.
Okay.
The 5 I chose are very good. I just don't know if I put them in the right order.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Tara, I've told you. Tara, do you know what order mine are in right now? Whatever fucking order I say as I say them. They're there. I've never had a real order, except for I normally like.
That's what I should start doing.
Sometimes
That's
I go,
what
it
I
is
should
my
start
number.
doing
Sometimes I go, it is
with
my
my
number 1,
heart.
and then you're like, oh, my number 4 is this, and I go, mine too. So we can just talk about it then and move. Unless it's very much my number 1. Unless
Okay.
it's like Point Break.
And then you get pissed.
If it's Point Break, it's number 1. If Point Break can make a list, it's number 1.
Yeah.
Always. There's no vampires in Point Break, sadly.
Okay.
So it's not
I'm
on
ready.
our list. So this is going to be our top 5 vampires of all time. Would you like to go first?
I would.
I have
My
a definite
number
number 1 this time, by the way. I have a definite number 1. So my number 1 is a definite.
My number 5 is Pam.
Who's
from
Pam?
True Blood.
Which one's Pam?
She was Eric's like.
Are you just going to have 5 people from
almost.
True Blood?
No.
Are you just going to have 5 True Blood vampires? Do you have more than 1 True Blood vampire on your list? That's all I want to know.
Yes.
Just one more?
One more.
I know the one, but.
Yeah.
Okay, is that your number 1? Do I already know your number 1? We'll see.
no.
We'll see. Don't ruin it. Pam.
Okay.
Pam's a bad pick. Nobody knows who Pam from True Blood is. Let me look her up while you talk about her.
You watch True Blood, she was like the badass, like kind of assistant who gave no fucks. She was awesome.
Okay, I remember her now that I see it.
She was like a real vampire.
Tell me why you like her so much, this Pam character.
I just told you, because she was a badass vampire and she really didn't give 2 fucks, and she was like sexy, and she kind of ran the show, and she was awesome.
She's a little older too, it looks like.
She was a little older.
Who played her?
She worked at Fantasia.
Kristen
I just
Bauer.
thought she was cool. I
Where do I
kind of
know
wanted
her?
to be, if I were a vampire, I think I'd want to be Pam.
Where do I know her from?
True Blood.
I think that's all I know her from. I think you're right. How old do you think she is, if you had to guess? She's from Racine, Wisconsin.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She is...
I'd say she's probably 54.
Tell me your favorite Pam moment, Tara. Please, give me your favorite Pam moment. She's your favorite of all time, or your 5th favorite all time. Tell me your favorite Pam moment.
I can't think of any off the top of my
Oh,
head.
wow. She's such a hit. She's such a fucking hit. You're an idiot. She's 57. So she's about 40 when she was on that show.
Ow.
Originally. She was our age when she first started out. She looks...
She was awesome in it. I don't remember.
Tara,
Left
give me
True
one
Blood.
fucking... She's your favorite, 5th favorite
can't.
vampire of all time. Give me one moment. Give me one. Come on.
It was just her vibe. It wasn't one.
There wasn't like one
particular
time like, damn,
moment.
Pam, you fucking owned that bitch.
Always. She always.
I feel like
owned
she
that bitch.
respected Sookie a little bit. Am I wrong?
She did respect Sookie, but I think she also hated her a little bit.
Because she was a
Like
vampire.
she should have.
She was with some fairy or bullshit like that. I don't remember. That show
Yeah,
went off the rails.
I know. I tried to rewatch it. Not good.
The first season even good?
No.
That's funny. What was
But
the
I
lame
still
fucking
liked
guy
the
that owned the
characters
restaurant?
in it.
That was ended up being a werewolf.
Sam Merlot.
My number 5 vampire of all time is Jason Segel as Dracula in his musical
Oh.
in Saving, what's it called?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, so my number 5 is Jason Segel as Dracula in his musical in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's my number 5 too. I changed my mind.
Oh, so Pam's off the board.
Yeah.
No more Pam.
No more
Bye-bye Pam.
Bye, Pam.
Okay.
Because he was so awesome in that.
And I think the end, but really specifically when he sings it
Yes.
at the bar. Like karaoke, like in front of people. That part.
Yes.
Like I love the end of it when he's doing it, but specifically the scene where he's singing, it's very funny.
It's so
It's just
funny.
like such a I want to see that. Did they really make that? They should make that because it's funny. and I enjoyed
I don't
it.
think they did, but it was.
Well, they should make it. They should make it. So you're stealing my number 5. That's fine.
Yeah.
Pam's off the board. You couldn't even name a
Pam's off the
Pam
board.
moment.
That's why I had to take her off.
Couldn't even name a fucking Pam moment.
Couldn't.
Like what'd you do? Open up. Oh, like what are some vampire? Okay, True Blood. Here's a couple, and I don't know. Let's see what else you got. So yeah, that's my number 5. I think it's a really good one. And what is your number 4?
My number 4 vampire of all time is Count Chocula.
I had him as an honorable mention.
That guy makes one hell of a cereal. And I freaking love it.
God, he makes a good cereal. I wish now I want some Count Chocula.
One of my favorites. Yes.
Are you so if you take those Count Chocula, Boo Berry, and what's the mummy one called?
Frankenberry or something.
Frankenberry.
There's only one in my mind, and it's Count Chocula.
Yeah, it's Count Chocula. It's hard for me to throw an L out there. Count Chocula. That's why, Tara. That's why they talk like that, because they have to enunciate. That's why they're like, "I'm a vampire. I want to suck your blood." It's because of the fucking teeth. I sound like an idiot.
I know, they get in the way.
Eric, can you turn yours up just a tiny bit? It's really quiet for some reason. It's like you're barely popping off there.
How's that?
Good. Talk. See if it peaks.
Let's see if when I scream it
I feel like it got a little too loud. Did you turn it up just a notch only?
Not even.
Okay. Well,
let's see.
Lean back. Don't be. You're not going to talk.
Let's see.
I think it's bad. I think it's fine.
Okay.
So that was Count Chocula. Tara, where would you say Count Chocula ranks on your chocolatey cereal scale? If you had to do your top 3 favorite chocolatey cereals, does it make the list?
Yeah, it's number 2.
Behind what?
Reese's Puffs.
Oh, okay. I think that is a peanut butter cereal myself. I know it's chocolate.
It's chocolate and peanut butter.
I know. I get you. If I'm going to straight chocolate, Count Chocula might not even make my list. Cocoa Pebbles, that's my jam.
Yeah.
I'm a Cocoa Pebbles fanatic. I really love Cocoa Krispies. I don't know why, but I do.
They're the same thing as Cocoa Pebbles.
No, they taste totally different. They're different texture. I'm sorry to tell you. They always have been. They always will be. You fucking idiot. And then I like what's another chocolate cereal I like?
Count Chocula.
Count Chocula.
Not top 5.
Yeah, Count Chocula is my number 3. Well, I thought maybe Cocoa.
No, it's not even to be on my top 5.
Well, I like Cocoa Puffs. I like Cocoa Puffs.
No, you don't.
But I think
you do not like them better.
I know I'm saying I don't like them better.
Yeah.
I was the only one like, hold on. Can I already forget? Tara, what if we're missing a good chocolate cereal?
We're not.
Reese's Puffs is a good one. I think I'm going to make that my number 3, actually. So Reese's Puffs. No. Cocoa Krispies, Reese's Puffs, and then back to Cocoa Pebbles. That's how I roll. That's my chocolatey delight. What about what's the stuff that's like almost like meal that's like cocoa?
Cocoa Wheats.
Cocoa Wheats. Gross.
Can't be beat.
Hate shit.
I liked them.
Hate shit like. My number 4 is man, I'm having a hard time to pick which one I want it for. I'm gonna say Selma Hayek as the vampire in Dusk Till Dawn. Sexy vampire. She looks so good in that movie. And then she turns into a vampire, and then she just has like vampire head, but her body's still a Selma Hayek body. Very nice. Like her face, scary, kind of gross. But that bod, it'd be rocking. She's got to be. She's probably really young in that. I bet she's about 20 years old in that.
Probably. That's from quite a while ago.
Early 90s, when she's probably about 50. How old is Selma Hayek?
Selma Hayek is...
Look at me looking up ages.
55?
She's 58.
58?
So
she's older
58.
than Pam.
She's older than Pam. So she's 58. And that was like 30 years ago, that movie.
She was 58.
So she was a little older than I thought.
She was like 55 when she shot Magic Mike.
She looks good.
She looks real good.
She's Selma Hayek. I mean, she's one of the like those women that are like, she kind of just rocks it. She can be a really good actress or a really terrible actress. She's one of those gals where it's like, man, you're really good in this. Or like, this is so stupid.
She wasn't very good at Magic.
Did you like her in Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah.
When he's drinking the tequila off her foot? I would drink tequila off her foot. even if she was going to turn into a vampire and decapitate me, I still would do it because she's hot. And that's all that matters to me is babes. I just like babes. I'm surprised she's not number one. Normally, I get my babe at number one, don't I?
You do.
Not this time. What's your number 3, Terry?
My number 3 is Eric Northman from True Blood.
Oh, I thought that he would be higher. I really did.
You know, it's kind of one of those things where out of sight, out of mind. Plus, I went back and started watching it again, and the show just sucked so hard that, like, it took some of the luster off of him.
Yeah, but he looks good.
He looks so good.
Have you seen The Northman?
No.
He's in The Northman, and he's fucking jacked. Couple years old.
He's just like a hot man.
Why is he so low? I'm so surprised.
Swedish?
You love Vampire Eric.
I do love Vampire Eric. I don't know. He was going to be 2, and then I put someone else at 2.
Can you give me your favorite Vampire Eric moment?
I really loved when he was forgetful Eric, and he...
Was that a thing? They like took his memory or something?
He like forgot. Yeah, he like lost his memory. And he forgot what a badass he was, and was just like so sweet with Sookie, and he was just so cute. Sookie.
It's weird. Vampire Bill's not going to make either of our lists.
No.
And I loved Vampire Bill. I was always rooting for Vampire Bill.
Yeah.
Like I liked him. I don't know that. I actually thought he was too good for Sookie, in my opinion. But then he was kind of a piece of shit. Didn't we find out that he was kind of
played a lot of games.
He was something. My number 3 vampire of all time is Laszlo Cravensworth from What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show, Terry. You don't watch that show, but Laszlo Cravensworth. Laszlo is the best part of that show. Listen, they're all very funny. All the rest are honorable mentions on my list. But Laszlo is king. And in fact, Laszlo he leaves for an episode to go be a high school girls volleyball coach. And he goes by Jackie Daytona. It's a beautiful, beautiful episode of TV. So it's Laszlo / Jackie Daytona is my number 3 vampire of all time. You should watch just that episode alone, Terry. You would love it. You should watch that show. You would love it.
I've watched some of it. I definitely
He is so good. I love him as an actor. Everything he's in. Do you like him?
What's he in?
I don't know. I don't know what you would know him from, to be quite honest. I'll just start sending you clips of him. He's the best.
Laszlo
Cravensworth is a great name, is it not?
It is. And Jackie Daytona.
Jackie Daytona also.
That's
Jackie
pretty awesome.
He talks, Terry. Matt Berry is like one of the funniest people on the planet. Love Matt Berry. It's the actor that plays Laszlo / Jackie Daytona. I want to be in that show now. Now that I'm wearing these, I feel like I come in as like the cool, sexy cousin. I don't know. All right, T, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is David from The Lost Boys.
David from The Lost Boys. You like David?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I feel like when I think about vampires, he was one of the first vampires I knew. And he just gives you the essence of a vampire.
Yeah, he's like one of the first vampires we knew. I will talk about it more shortly. You can talk about it now. Tell me about David. What about David gets you?
He's scary, but sexy and dangerous.
I mean, like I said, I in my mind with this hair, I'm channeling David with my mullet. I'm channeling David. That's my look. I'm channeling David. I'm channeling Edward. I'm channeling whatever the fuck Brad Pitt's name is in Interview the Vampire.
Yeah. He is just
the 3 sexy. They're the 3 sexiest vampires of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know you like yourself some Vampire Eric, but
Vampire
those 3 sexy. Sorry to tell you.
But David would I just remember so much of that movie. It's just so. It has like a lot of comedy to it, but then whenever there's David, he just brings that edge that gets you like, oh God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when David's in my presence?
He's not in the movie even that much.
Very much. Huh? No, but when he is,
I know. But I'm just saying he's probably on screen for maybe I mean, he's the first vampire you see in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk about it in a second. Obviously we'll be talking about it again.
We'll talk about it more.
We'll
once
talk
we
more in a
get to
second. I'll give you my number
Blade.
2. My number 2 vampire of all time is Blade.
Blade.
Love me some Blade. Blade's a badass. Wesley Snipes as Blade, fucking shit up. He's a badass. Like I said, the guns are Blade. The guns, that's me being Blade. That's a fact, Jack.
I've never seen Blade.
Terry, you've never seen Blade?
No.
Fuck, I think maybe you should watch Blade instead of fucking. Because I don't like Twilight. The fact that you've never seen Blade is bonkers to me, Tara.
That's Wesley
The amount
Snipes,
I used to
yeah?
watch Blade. Yeah, it's Wesley Snipes. Blade.
I don't know it.
Let's see if it's.
I didn't even know he was a vampire, to be completely honest.
Tara, I think you would love Blade. Tara, you're watching Blade.
What's it about?
He's a vampire hunter, but he's also a vampire. He's half, Tara. He's half. They call him Daywalker because he can go out during the day because he's half.
How can you be half a vampire?
Gotta watch the movie, T.
Okay.
What happens is his mom gets bit while she's giving birth, basically. She dies giving birth from a vampire bite. So he's got vampire blood, but she hadn't turned all the way yet. So he's got like this special. He's special.
Wow.
He's Blade. It's streaming on.
Now I'm ready for it. That actually is exciting to me.
Tara, it's amazing. I don't know
Which
if it's
is rare,
streaming
because
anywhere,
normally I don't want to watch a movie.
Tara, you're gonna love Blade. Blade was like the first Marvel movie. That's the crazy thing. They're remaking Blade
It's
with
Marvel?
Mahershala Ali.
It's Marvel?
Yeah, it was a Marvel comic.
Look out.
I don't know that it's streaming anywhere, so you might have to pay $4 for it. You okay with that?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Blade. Love Blade. Watch Blade. Maybe it's on Prime Video. Yeah, it's $4. That's not a big deal.
Mm-mm.
I should probably just buy it for $8. And go in my collection of vampire movies. So that was your number. That was my number 2. So back to Blade. Blade. You just told me you didn't see it, so I had to start talking about it. So we're watching Blade instead of Twilight. That makes more sense. Blade is just like a total. Like he is the definition of cool. He's almost like the Terminator meets John Wick.
Ooh.
And he's a vampire. And black. Blade's awesome. You're going to love Blade, T. I promise you're going to like Blade. Blade's good.
Okay, good.
Blade's good. We did like, Miranda and I last year in October did like a ton of vampire movies. I can't remember if she liked Blade. We definitely watched Blade, but I can't remember if she liked it or not. I think she did. It's got Stephen Dorff in it as the bad guy. Remember Stephen Dorff? You'll remember him when you see him. Sarah, what's your number 1 vampire of all time?
My number 1 vampire of all time is the Count from Sesame Street.
Wow.
I freaking love him.
Okay.
I think anytime someone says something about a vampire,
is that the vampire that pops into your brain?
Yes.
Really?
And someone's always gonna do like the count 1, 2,
Oh, the vampire? The count's good. And he's taught us all how to count.
Yes.
Like he taught us how to count, Tara.
Exactly. Maybe that was, I still believe that David was the first vampire I ever saw because we saw things a little backwards in our lives, but the Count was probably a close second.
The Count?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we probably saw Lost Boys before we saw the Count on Sesame Street.
Yes.
That's probably not true, but we probably remember it better.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we first saw the Count on Sesame Street, those memories are probably a little lost in our brains.
He's iconic.
Yeah, he's iconic. He's the Count. He's on my honorable mentions. Don't get me wrong. He's an honorable mention. A couple of yours are honorable mentions. True. Actually, pretty much everything on your list is an honorable mention on my list, except for, I guess, 2 of them.
David.
The Count's good. The Count's good. Teaches. He's still going. He's still badass.
Yeah.
Love the Count. For me, my number 1. I didn't pick one. I said all the Lost Boys.
Oh.
The whole crew. I couldn't, Tara, if you made me pick one, I wouldn't be able to do it. Every Lost Boy and Lost Boys. The whole crew.
Yeah,
all 4 of them.
Awesome,
and then
a
Michael
crew.
as a vampire as well.
Yeah.
And then at the end,
oh yeah,
the main guy, when he becomes a vampire, he's actually really scary.
He's so scary.
When his face turns, it's like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I forget his name in it. Why am I blanking? I just watched it. But the Lost Boys, Tara, they're cool. They're sexy. I want to be them. I want to be in them. I don't know what that means. So yeah, to me, for me, Lost Boys, I think of vampires, I think of Lost Boys. That's just because of when I grew up. I mean, we didn't name a bunch of cliche vampire stuff off our list. Maybe we'll hear in little honorable mentions, but
Yeah.
Lost Boys is our vampire movie growing up, I would say. And then just everything about that movie. I love that movie. It's the reason we do. I watched it last week to prepare for vampire list this week. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember. On your roof.
Mm-hmm. Why is he not popping up here? Max. Max is his name.
Max.
The main vampire. The head vampire. Spoiler alert if you ain't never seen it. Max.
Yeah, all the Lost Boys. I'm just looking at a picture of them. They all are really cool.
As the Lost Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool look.
Them. It is.
Like,
a cool
I want to
look.
dress like that. I wish I could dress like I could. I'd look cool if I started dressing like that. Can I do that at 40? Can I start dressing like a vampire?
I think so.
The teeth? Did they
You
work
already
for
have
me?
the teeth.
Did they work for me?
Yeah.
Not for me talking.
You're halfway there.
I'm halfway there. A couple of I actually had Kiefer separate as well as like Kiefer by himself.
So cool.
As David probably should be on the list because he just was that blonde hair, the look, and it is the way he talks. He's
his
Kiefer.
voice.
His
Yeah.
voice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually have Nadia, Nandor, and Colin Robinson from What We Do in the Shadows. I think they all belong on the list, but I think they're all excellent in it. But I can't help but be picking Laszlo, Jackie Daytona.
He's so good.
Tara, he goes to be a.
So
Is it volleyball? I think it's volleyball. I was trying to remember if it was volleyball or basketball. It's volleyball. Pretty sure.
I gotta watch that episode.
It's so funny. I think it's in the first or second season. It's amazing. He's like, I don't want to be a vampire. He had to get out of there for a while, and that's what he went to do. And I think he's like a local bartender at the same time.
That's too good. That's my life. That's what I'm gonna be.
You're a regular Jackie Daytona.
Yeah.
I like it. But yeah, that's our list. Do you got any other honorable mentions? All the True Blood people. There's a ton we didn't name. A ton of vampires we didn't name. But any other ones you like?
I really like Spike from Buffy. Not like the TV series, the movie. I never saw the TV
Is Spike
series.
David Arquette?
Spike's no.
Is Spike Pee Wee Herman?
I think it's no. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm saying
When's
the
fucking
right
Spike?
guy. I gotta make sure.
There's only a few people in the movie.
It's the first friend.
David Arquette.
No.
His friend that becomes a vampire.
Nope. Hold on, it might not be Spike. Just give me 2 seconds.
What the fuck?
It is.
It could be Spike. I just don't know who he was.
I just gotta look.
I never was into the show.
Maybe his name wasn't Spike. Oh.
I don't even know if you're correct.
Hold on.
That is, this person existed.
It might not.
You might be thinking of a different movie. Paul Rubens, though, was good in that. I liked his.
Oh, his name is. Oh, it's not Spike. It's. What the hell was his name?
Luke Perry's Pike in it, but he's not a vampire.
I know. No.
No, but David Arquette is Benny. But Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman, I like his vampire. He's my favorite vampire in that movie, I would say. He's funny.
I can't figure out who it was.
I don't even
give
a
Zeph?
I don't give a shit. I don't even know who you're talking about.
It might be Zeph.
Okay.
He was the one that
the Grueler?
He was like the first friend that got
the guy
bit.
that's and he's on the basketball court playing.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the same guy
awesome.
from I believe he's in Dazed and Confused. I actually wanted to put him on the list, but I'm like, no one's gonna know who that is.
What was
he's
his
the funniest
name?
part of it. He's a
It was
great
so
vampire.
funny. He's like,
Yeah, he's
someone get an ouchie.
I liked that actor. I thought he was gonna be a big star because he was in that and he was in Dazed and Confused, all like within like a year of each other.
Do you
And then he
remember what
kinda
his name
disappeared.
was?
Huh?
Do you remember what his name was?
In real life,
No, in the movie.
it says Grueller.
Grueller.
Grueller. Grueller.
It was awesome.
Yep, was awesome. And that's our top 5 vampires of all time. And now we're gonna watch Blade because of it, which is exciting because I love me some Blade. Blade.
Bloody.
For some reason, I always thought that Luke Perry got bit and got turned, but he didn't.
No.
He would have been a good
He saved
vampire.
the
He could have
day.
been like
He
the
helped
David
save
of
the
that
day.
movie.
Yeah.
Christy Swanson, by the way, man, she was
She
hot.
turned into a whack.
Yeah, I think her name came up recently in the Diddy stuff.
Oh gosh.
Who was she with? She was like hanging out with like Ashton Kutcher. Oh no, you know what it was? Remember? You know how like that girl like died? That some girl got murdered when Ashton Kutcher was supposed to go on a date with her.
Yeah.
I think that night
Yeah.
he claimed he was with Christy Swanson. I think watching like the Emmys or some shit like that.
Watching Buffy.
It sounds like a really weird story. Hollywood's a weird place, man.
Yeah, it is.
How much of what we hear is true though? Could all be bullshit. But yeah, vampires. Any other vampires we think we should mention? We're already 35 minutes in.
Jesus.
Here, it's fun. We had a fun conversation.
We did. All about the vampires. The Rhinestone Vampires.
Rhinestone
That was a
vampires
fun
are cool.
band.
Other vampire movies I like. Interview the Vampire. Oh, there's a new one called Salem. It's a remake on Max called Salem's Lot that I was gonna watch. 30 Days a Night's a cool movie. Josh Hartnett, but none of the vampires are like cool. I actually like when a couple of the other people come vampires in Dusk Till Dawn. They're cool. Like when the guys keep slowly turning into them when they like are hiding that they get like Danny Trejo becomes a vampire and
Oh yeah.
when Quentin Tarantino comes a vampire, it's pretty
Oh
scary.
gosh. You know
Inter-
who's my
Interview the Vampire. What's that?
anti-vampire?
Anti-vampire?
Jessica from True Blood. She was the worst.
Was she the redhead?
Yes.
Yeah, she sucked. Interview the Vampire. You got Twilight. Blade we talked about. We didn't mention Dracula at all, but I did write it down. I forgot he was actually one of my honorable mentions. You got to mention Dracula.
You got it.
You got to mention Dracula.
I want to suck your blood.
All the versions of Dracula. The thing is, there's just so many different Draculas. I would say different versions of Dracula. Vampire in Brooklyn, where Eddie Murphy's a vampire. I think I only watched that movie so I could see some boobs. I think there's some boobs in it at one point. I know that's a surprising take from me. I think it's time to take these vampire teeth out now. Boom. But that easy, baby. I'm vampire all season now if I want to be. Love it. Love it. All right. Well, Tara, we can act like it's the beginning of the episode if we want. I guess I could have just put those on when we did the vampire part.
You could.
But I don't mind starting with we don't normally start with our
Yeah.
list. I kind of didn't hate it.
Somebody might be like, I only tuned in for the sports. What the hell is this? And then they'll love it.
We've not started with the sports once or twice.
I mean,
But we usually
during
NFL
football
season we
it's
usually
rare. Yeah.
don't. I just don't. I can't hear you. But you're turned way up on your end. You said right.
Yeah, I'm almost to the 50.
You're fine. You're fine. I'm sure it's fine. I just think have you turned down a little bit.
Okay.
Tara, how was your weekend?
My week was good.
Yeah. Did you have a wettest moment of the week or a
Yeah.
driest moment of the week? What were they? What were your moments?
My wettest moment is on Saturday. I was on a boat cruise, and it might have been the most beautiful day for a boat cruise. And I
forgot
saw
you were
the
doing that.
sunset.
For a 50th birthday party?
It was for a 50th birthday party.
Nice.
Had a lot of fun.
This is
Took
someone you
2
work out with?
Dramamine. Yep. Took 2
Awesome.
Dramamine. Didn't get sick. So it was good.
Was it like drinking and food?
Mhm.
Nice. That was Saturday?
That was on Saturday, and it was
Nice.
great.
That's anything super wet about it or?
I got splashed by water a couple times,
nice.
so
That's
it was
fun.
actually
What kind of
wet.
boat was it? Like how big was the boat?
Um,
Like,
Not super big.
like what sort of vibe was it? Like, were there other people on the boat, or was it just you
Yeah.
guys?
There was 11 people outside of our party. There was probably 50-ish total.
Oh, it was a big party.
Yeah.
So it was big enough to hold 50 people.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
So it was big. It was like,
Yeah, so there's like 3 levels. There was the front of the boat, and then that was kind of like
this is
the
in Madison?
yeah, it was
What
at
lake?
Mariners.
Oh, Mariners
Mendota.
does it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's the last year they're doing it.
Oh, wow. Why?
Because nobody else in the family wanted to take the business, so they're closing all their spots.
Do we take it over?
No.
Okay. Nice. My wettest moment of the week was I went to a haunted, I guess we'll call it a haunted house, but it was like a haunted theme park basically. Saturday night.
Where was that?
Milwaukee.
Was it scary?
It's called The Hills Have Eyes, and there was 4
Ooh.
different things. And was it scary? No, but it was fun. I had fun. Like it's not scary at all, in my opinion, but it's funny. Like I get a little, and then I feel like I only got one time where one girl like had a move that was really where she's like, I couldn't tell if it was a real person, but she like jumped down, and I'm like, I don't know if she had legs. I think that's maybe why it worked. She's like, I'm going to take advantage of this because it was like, it's a weird deal. I think the most unsettling part about it is like the people that do it weird me out. Like that's their like, they like to go there and like try to scare people, and they dress up in these weird costumes, and there's like these little weirdos.
That's funny.
So that part of it, but it was fun. It was like a group of like, I don't know, 11 of us.
Do they like reach out and grab you?
They don't touch you.
Okay.
I think that's for safe. I think that's maybe back in the past they did. It wasn't like the scariest of them, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Like you're not supposed to touch them either. It was a good time though. I had a fun time. There's like 4 different things. There's like a clown one. There's like a insane asylum one. At the very end, there's like a murder suicide. It was way little. There's one.
Jesus.
There's one at the end of this one where it's like they hang someone. It looked good. It was fun.
Oh God.
I had a good time. It was like weird. We went at like 6:30 because they're all old fuckers. But it's okay. It was dark when we got there. We had a couple drinks. They give you a couple drinks. I was going to
say, is it a drinking thing or no?
Yeah, you can drink. It's like a bar and stuff like that. But then there's kids everywhere too. It's very Wisconsin. It was very Wisconsin. Because there was just like us and then just 12-year-olds everywhere. And like, it was funny. It was a good time. And then you go back up and there's a bar you can buy drinks at. It was fun. So that was my wettest moment of the week, was getting a little bit scared. We didn't dress up. I felt like we should have dressed up ourselves.
Were other people dressed up?
Nah. Actually, no one was. I just figured everyone, I guess we're kind of far from Halloween, but figured if people would dress up a little bit.
Right.
I just wore like a necklace that was a pumpkin thing, and I gave it away. At the very, very end, like one of the performers like, that's really cool. You want it? I was drunk. I'm like, you want it? She's like, yeah. I'm like, here you go. She was like very excited. Made her fucking day. It was like a $4 thing from Walgreens. She was fucking psyched. And then I don't know if I had a dry moment this week. Pretty good week.
My dry moment.
You don't have to have one if you don't want.
I can't stop eating treats. I gotta
Lay
get
off
off
the treats, Treaty.
I got like this double chin going on right now because of the treats, and
Grow
I don't
beard
like it.
Me.
I can't.
Grow a beard like your big brother, your big shiny faced brother. Does it look like your sweat? Like as I turn, does it look a little sparkly? Your camera sucks though.
My camera sucks, so I can't tell.
Lay off the treats.
I know.
The treats.
But you know what I did do?
I had a donut yesterday.
I deboxed my Ninja Creamy and my Soda Stream.
Oh, you opened them? You hadn't even opened them yet?
God, no.
That's funny. I haven't opened my blender yet. It's on the top of my fridge. The Soda Stream.
See, I got my
Soda Stream. You barely even had to debox. I just had put it in there.
Look at this.
Oh, nice. Is it flavored or just plain?
Yeah.
What flavor?
Starry.
Do you like the Starry?
I put too much in it, so it's a little.
I don't like the flavor of the fake soda.
Starry.
Or the syrup. I think I like it better with like a fruit, like a mixed packet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, So other than that, over the weekend, I did watch the longest day of football in history yesterday. Holy shit!
I know.
Started at what, like 9 a.m. I did start at 9 a.m. Was that the first game, and then it went till 1 in the morning here. Holy shit!
Yeah, it was insane.
A lot of
But
football.
a lot of good.
I took breaks during it. Like I didn't watch. I mean, it was on. Basically, it was on the whole day. I kind of had it on the whole day. I woke up.
I had it on all day, but then I was cleaning while
I
watching.
woke up in Milwaukee, watched the early game, left after it, had Red Zone playing stopped at Rockies, had Red Zone playing there while I ate a slice, and then it was playing in the car when I rode back, and then I just kept it playing, and then I watched the Cowboy game. Well, actually, the Cowboy game had the delay, so I actually went for a walk in between the end of the second games and then the Cowboy game. I was like, oh, I'm going to miss a little Cowboy game, but I got back and it hadn't even started yet.
Yeah, lightning delay.
It was
Makes
a long
it for
delay,
a long day.
really long delay.
Yeah.
And then it was then the game was, it was really frustrating. The Cowboy game was they're a frustrating team to watch.
Yeah.
They should have won by multiple touchdowns. They were a better team, but they have a really bad coach and a really bad quarterback. Which people are like, oh, well, he won the game in the end. He did. He got lucky. But they tried to fucking, they like tried not to score for like the fourth time in the red zone. It was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? That's the play they end up having to skink out was so ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You guys suck. Tara did cover though. Good cover. Team.
I did cover, which is awesome.
So you get to stay a Cowboy fan.
I do get to stay a Cowboy fan. This week's gonna be tough because they are playing my other team.
Have you got the Lions this week?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's not tough. You root for the Cowboys until otherwise noted.
I know.
My game was the Thursday game. Tampa Bay looked like they were going to cover the whole fucking day. And then they just like didn't want to put the game away at the end. And these coaches do not know how to close a game out. I don't understand it, Tara. They're terrible. It's like run the clock out. There's no reason. What are you doing? Why are you letting them get 2 more possessions to beat you? Like, what are we doing?
That's like the same with the Bills game. It was like, you're going to pass it 3 times, let no time off the clock, not forcing them to take any timeouts. Like, give me a freaking break.
It goes back to that fucking Eagles game when Saquon dropped the ball on the late thing and then they end up losing that game. They're like, if he would have caught the ball that they got first, I'm like, yeah, but don't put it. The clock needs to run.
Yeah.
If you don't get the first down there and you're running, the game still basically is over. There's no reason to throw that ball and stop the clock. It's terrible football. It's terrible football. Terrible football.
Yeah,
if I was a fucking Bills fan,
if I were a Bills fan, I would be losing my mind.
As long as yesterday's
they should have won that game. They should have won it.
Fucking Baker played good enough, by the way, Thursday to keep my other guys did their thing. Baker, if they would have won that game, people would be talking about Baker this week because it'd be 4-1 and he played really good again.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jalen obviously played great again yesterday. Jaden Daniels played really good yesterday. And you know what? Derrick Henry didn't have the best day, but he had the biggest play.
Oh, that play was huge.
Best play of the day. As good as Lamar was, he had the big play.
But give me a break. Again, another terrible coaching job where it's like you're going for the field goal when you have Jamar and Joe just hitting. Like, he was almost at 200 yards. They just could not stop.
Yeah,
they
trying
like
to play
had
for
this
a field
rhythm.
goal that's not like a gimme. Like, obviously, and at the same time, when the Ravens go down, they're that close. Like, yeah, you kick that. There's no reason to risk fumbles. Just kick it because Justin Tucker's going to make that 999 times out of 1,000. You kick it.
Mm-hmm.
But to like try to settle for one when there's plenty of time, just keep pounding down the field till they stop you. Instead, it's like, what are you guys doing? Like, your running game is very mediocre. Don't understand it. Bad coaching all around. I don't know, man. I don't know who's good.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like looking at my notes for all the games, and I'm like, well, after week 5, I have no idea who's good. I have no idea who's going to the Super Bowl. The Vikings are good.
The Vikings are good, but they also were like questionable. Like, Darnold was doing dumb shit again this week.
And that was okay because they played against a terrible Jets team.
Terrible Jets team. That just need to start giving Braylon Allen the ball. He's their best player.
Yes.
Give him the ball. They're not giving him the ball enough. Breece Hall Everyone been talking about they love Brees Hall. I don't see it. He's fine, but Braylon Allen is the type of guy that he could have like he's big enough and strong enough where he can have Derrick Henry type impact. He's that big and strong. He's not as big as him, but he's like powerful and fast. Like, what are we doing? Fucking idiots. I don't know, man.
I do kind of seeing Rodgers suck. Does anyone look like he's having the worst time ever? It's like you look at him and it's just like, why is he there?
You know, as much as the NFL was actually pretty interesting yesterday because a lot of teams were winning and losing. But Saturday's college football was electric. Upsets left and right. Vanderbilt beats. We don't ever talk college football that much, other than Badgers. Badgers crushed, but I'm not impressed. They played fucking Purdue. Good job. But yeah, man, Alabama lost. Like 5 top 10 teams lost, basically. That's crazy. And then Vanderbilt was crazy. I sent Tara.
Oh my gosh, they lost their goddamn minds.
I sent Tara the video of the Vanderbilt quarterback. They interviewed him right after the game. He was just like on the happiest anyone's ever been, throwing F-bombs and shit bombs out there. It was so funny.
Talking about his visions that he had.
Yeah, he's like God. He's like he thanked God first. It was like whatever, it happens. They do that. These guys will thank their Lord and Savior. But then he's like, "Fucking Vanderbilt's lit."
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And they took down the goalposts,
which
was insane.
Stuff. You gotta love the goalpost. That'd have been fun to be down in Nashville while they're throwing that in the river. No kidding. They took it all the way down to the river and threw it in the river. Such a weird move. I mean, that's got to be the biggest win in Vanderbilt history. Vanderbilt football. Got to be. I mean, there might be some stuff.
Well,
from the
I don't
old
know
days.
anything about Vanderbilt, so
right? But
maybe not.
Exactly. You don't know anything about Vanderbilt, which means in your lifetime they've done shit. And I don't think they ever did shit back. Maybe they did a long, long time ago. I have no idea. But none of that counts. None of that counts. This is the biggest win in Vanderbilt history. Probably. It might be the biggest win.
I mean, the way
it might be the biggest win in Nashville history. Era. It might be the biggest sporting win in Nashville history. I'm going to throw that out there. Because the Titans.
Didn't their hockey team win the.
I'm going to repeat myself. This is the biggest win in. I think they may have won the Stanley Cup. I think you might be right. But can I tell you something? This was bigger. This was bigger. Alabama's like it's brand. It's Alabama. And they beat them. They upset them. It was amazing. And I didn't see a second of it because I was at a fucking haunted house.
I know. I didn't see
That's my driest moment of the week. The week I decided to not watch any college football is the week I didn't. It was the week that everything happened. I missed it all. Everyone was talking about October 12th. Like, that's the big one. Everyone's like, oh, October 12th is the big weekend. Like, look what they did. But this was the weekend. This was the best weekend in college football this year, I bet. Nothing's going to top it. And I saw none of it. Not a second of it. Era.
I didn't either. I did not watch 1 second of it.
Not happy about it. Not happy.
That's what happens.
NFL-wise, anything else you want to talk about? We didn't really talk much about it, but we can talk about it a little bit more. What were your takeaways? Your 3 big takeaways from NFL? Or 1? I don't care. You don't have 3.
Let me see what I want to talk about.
NFL.
Cleveland. They're so fucking bad. I don't know.
Oh yeah, they're the worst team.
How Deshaun Watson still has his starting job. He's gonna get paid regardless. Just the vibes coming out of him are terrible. He is terrible for the team. Sit his ass on the bench and put somebody else in to get some happiness in the stadium.
You know who is good though? We said we don't think anyone's good. The Commanders are good.
The Commanders are.
I know
good.
They beat a very bad Browns team, but they're just good. They're good. Are they the best team? I don't know, but they're good. They're 4-1. They're good. They look good. They're fun to watch. They're exciting to watch. Jaden Daniels is like so fun to watch.
And the vibes are
amazing.
Their
vibes are like Vanderbilt vibes.
Yes.
They're just having a good ass time out there. The Ravens are also good.
Yes. But I would say that's my biggest takeaway, that the Browns need to just get rid of Watson.
It's the funniest thing ever. I love it. They're fucking idiots.
I know.
When it happened, we wished the worst for the Browns because of him.
And it
I
sucks
think we
for
were
their
correct.
coach because he's kind of a good coach and
Yeah.
he got dealt a real shit hand. But I don't know. It's just, they're such a nightmare. I'm so glad that I'm not a Browns fan. It's worse to be a Browns fan than a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, obviously. No, Cowboy fandom's its own weird thing. It's like,
Yeah,
oh
it's
yeah, we're pretty
frustrating as
competitive, but
shit.
we also like we know we're not going to
Suck.
win anything.
Yeah.
We just aren't. I hate it. Yeah, I'm looking at these games. Everyone's like kind of like middle of the pack. Like Niners lost to the Cardinals. What's up? The Niners just aren't healthy. They're just not
They're
healthy.
not
The
healthy,
kicker gets
and
hurt. They're super hurt everywhere, and all of a sudden their kicker gets hurt, and they don't have a kicker for the end of the game. And that really
And the
cost them, I
thing
think, some points.
is, I think it also just shows how important Christian McCaffrey really was to that team. But
Sure.
also, I was thinking about it. I'm like, if I played fantasy football and they were keeping Christian McCaffrey's injury under wraps, I would be so pissed because they knew that guy was not going to be playing.
I mean, that's fantasy. You're dumb.
I
Anyone who
know.
took him first
I never
is
played
dumb.
fantasy in my life.
Anyone who took him is dumb. They took him first because we all knew it was a problem. I have him on my team as a dynasty. There's nothing I could do about it. But I had his backup, so it's been okay-ish. Bills, Texans, yeah. Texans, like they both those teams had moments where they look good, but then look bad. Packers, Rams are done. They just again two
so
beat up.
injured,
Packers
so
didn't
injured.
look great though.
No.
Giants, Seahawks. Giants played okay. Seahawks, it's weird. These teams are weird.
Like, are the Giants kind of okay? Like, I don't know.
I just think that they are playing some hard-nosed football.
Daniel Jones played really well.
Played decent.
I mean, for him,
He
like,
played decent. I gave the word decent. I'm not gonna say really well. He played
Okay.
decent.
Yeah,
Slow down on the
probably
really
right.
well.
You're right.
We got Saints
The-
Chiefs tonight. If Chiefs can win another one, they win tonight. I mean, they're good. The Chiefs are involved no matter what.
Yeah, who do they play?
Saints. If the Saints win, we'd be like, are they good? I don't know.
I know.
After
I
last
know.
week's shenanigans, but other than last week, they've been really good. I feel like, right?
Yeah.
I guess they're 2-2.
I feel like they could have won last week too. So
Yeah, they're a weird team. Yeah, I don't know.
I will say with the Bills, I know we're jumping everywhere, but with the Bills, it does show that Josh Allen really has no weapons, which sucks.
Sure. Well, speaking of, it sucks that Nico Collins got hurt.
Oh, I know.
Because he's been a stud so far this year. Absolute stud. Yeah, man. Too many injuries. Football's crazy. There's just so many injuries at all times.
I know, and it's so crazy because, like, seriously, I feel like, I know we talked about it, but every time I watch a full game, I'm like, oh my gosh, I couldn't watch, I don't think I could watch 7 hours of football watching full games of just seeing
Like we
people
used to back
just
in the
get
day before Red Zone?
destroyed and injured. It's just crazy to me.
Right, because you have to sit there and like watch them, tend to them,
Yeah.
and all that. And you sit there through the. Let me pull up the lines.
I already know who I'm picking.
Good. Would like that from you. DraftKings football lines. All right, guys. So Tara, it's time. I'm gonna do it as a vampire. I'm gonna do it as a vampire too.
Okay.
I'm gonna do picks as a vampire this week. It's time. It's time for Melon Fights underdog pick of the week. Melon Fights underdog pick of the week, Tara. Time for Melon
Yes.
Fights underdog pick of the week. Are you ready? Tara, this week, one covered. She is now 2-3. I did not cover. I am now 3-2. Why would anyone ever listen to us? Right now,
Did
we're
you
doing
see
okay.
that guy
Right now,
on
we're doing okay.
TikTok
No.
that said that I don't know ball or I don't watch the games?
Tara, when anyone says that to anybody, I'm just like, you don't know anything. Because it's such a generic, you don't know ball. I'm like, I don't even know what you're referencing. What part are
Right?
you referencing?
What part of this clip?
What part of it?
'cause
Yo,
I
clearly you don't watch
literally-
ball. What
I
are you
literally said
referencing,
that the
bro?
Cowboys sucked, but I needed them to win for my fandom. It had nothing to do with actually watching it.
Yeah, that was kind of the whole thing. It was kind of like
win for me.
you kind of were very accurate. Like you're like, the Steelers aren't that good, but their defense is good, and they were. The defense
Yes.
played great for them yesterday.
TJ Watt is awesome.
Their offense is just so brutal.
Yes.
Their offense is terrible. Fields is terrible. He had that was the thing. He had a couple good drives, but other than that, they looked like shit.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys should be winning games like that with the stars they have. Nice, but I don't know, man. Anyway, yeah, it was a comment that made no sense. I'm like, okay,
I was like, whatever, bro.
I'm like, I just think it's such a generic, boring comment. Like when
Yeah.
the guy said, "Whose mom is this?" That was fucking
That
funny.
was so mean.
That was funny.
So mean, but funny.
So yeah, we're really right now we're kind of hit or miss on our picks.
Yeah.
But we're still Melon Fights. You got to ride with us.
You got to.
DraftKings. That's where we go to pick. We're DraftKingsers.
They're sending us.
We don't
to
do
the
a
Super Bowl.
FanDuel. We're DraftKingsers.
Yes.
Tara.
Yes.
Tara, what's your underdog pick of the week?
My underdog pick of the week is the Washington Commanders plus 6.5 against the Baltimore Ravens.
That's crazy. People are going to be all over that. People are going to be all over that. That's a little scary for me. Like, tell me about it. Explain yourself.
I know that the Ravens are good, but 6.5 for a team that's like really hitting their stride and look good, and like we just said, they're an exciting team. They're doing good things. Like Jaden seems to be connecting with all of his receivers. Their defense seems to be playing all right. I just don't see them losing by 6.5. Will they win? Maybe, but they just can't lose by 6.5, and they're not gonna lose by 6.5.
Here's my only thing.
What?
Here's rookie quarterback going into Baltimore against a coach who's been in the league for a long time.
Yeah.
Who's a really good coach, and he's going to play coaching against a rookie quarterback.
I hear what you're saying.
That would be my pause. I think a lot of people are excited about the Washington Commanders, but a lot of people this week thought they might take a step back, like because everyone's getting excited about them. I don't hate the pick, Tara. I'm just saying that would be my. I'm just saying that would be my only pause.
And we all know that Harbaugh is a defense guy. Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh
is a defense guy. No, it's John.
I just said Jim Harbaugh. That's all I know. And just I had to hear the names together. Harbaugh.
He's a defense guy. He's going to go after Jaden, but I believe in that guy. I think he's going to figure it out. It might take a second, but I think they're not going to lose by 6.5.
Here's my other pause.
Oh my God. What?
Their offense, they haven't played anybody good offensively yet. And this Baltimore team, you want to say that team, did you see the way Baltimore's offense looked? They did whatever they wanted.
I know.
Cincinnati. So I think
Cincinnati has a terrible defense.
Tara, take this pick.
I
like your
it.
Pick. I just this would be the reason I would hold back from it. That I'd be afraid of it. That's all.
Well, I don't like any of the other underdogs. This was the only one I liked.
Well, that's crazy. Am I about to pick the same team for the third week in a row?
Oh, I know. Yeah, that was the other one I liked too.
I don't hate that one. I also don't hate Denver at home against the Chargers. Denver didn't look that bad yesterday.
No.
I thought that Bo Nix had moments where he looked pretty good. Back to your pick really quick before I move on. I like your pick. So give me a clear pick one more time, just so I have it.
I am picking the Washington Commanders plus 6.5 against the Baltimore Ravens.
Come on, get better.
I know
you haven't learned this yet. You haven't learned this yet. At
what?
The Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore
you gotta
Ravens.
Learn, if it's there, you say at Baltimore Ravens.
Didn't I say at?
No, you said against.
Against. Well, I said it right the first time.
I know, but I want you to say it again.
The Washington Commanders.
We're trying to make you a pro.
The Washington Commanders plus 6.5 at the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh wow, that's a bloody good pick.
Oh my God, I hate you so much. I hate you.
I love these things. You need a pair. I'm sending you a pair. Next week you can wear a pair too.
I don't know if they'd work for me. I kind of
how they now. Actually, I have extra pairs. It came with 3 pairs. How would it not work for you?
I don't know. My teeth are kind of straight. They look like
that's not how it works. My teeth are also straight on top.
Like they almost go like that, not like.
It's not how it works. You'll be fine.
All right. Well, anyway, I just think that
you already told me.
I know the Ravens are good. I said they weren't a few weeks ago, which was dumb on me, but I learned my lesson. But I'm still thinking.
Oh, do you remember my bonus pick from this last week? I said I just got a feeling about this Giants team. Did I not?
You did.
I said 6.5 Giants. Something about it. I did say that. That's the one I should have fucking went. I should go with my gut. Like I was like, something about that game don't feel right, and the Giants covered.
Do you think mine's a rat line?
No,
I don't even know
what
that
it
means.
is.
I've just
It's a
heard
little.
it before.
I just think it's scary because I just think that a young team, young quarterback running into like one of the best teams over the last, decade is a little scary for me. That's
You
the
know
only
what,
reason.
Drew? I'm locking it in.
Oh, she's locking it down. All right.
Locked.
What's my pick then? That's a tough. I mean, 6.5 points is a lot for a team that is 4-1. They're 4-1, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of points to be given up, or to be getting for a team that's 4-1.
I know. That's why I picked it. I just didn't like it. I thought it was I thought there wasn't any respect. There was no respect on this team. They get no respect. They're the Rodney Dangerfield.
Man, you said you didn't like. I like a bunch of these, to be quite honest.
Well, maybe I didn't look close enough.
That's okay. I'm gonna go with this one's giving me. I'm trying to find the one that's giving me a vibe. Here at Melon Fights, we pick on vibes.
Yeah.
We pick on vibes alone.
Mine was
We're just
definitely
gonna say that right now.
vibe.
Melon Fights pick of the week is a vibe pick. We only
Yes.
pick on vibes. So don't come at us if you don't think we know what we're talking about. We're vibe pickers. I pick on vibes. I gotta always pick with my vibe.
Me too.
And my vibe says, Arizona Cardinals plus 5.5 at the Green Bay Packers. I thought that Arizona's offense looked pretty good. Come back, nice win against the Niners. And the Packers looked okay this week, but they're at home though. I lied. Vibes gone. Vibes gone.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either, but I think I think that one is trying to get me. They're like, hey, they just beat the
Sure.
Niners. Packers didn't look amazing in their win. So really what I'm going to do, it's going to be for the third week in a row. No, it's not. I'm sticking with it. God, Tara, I don't know. I like them all, but hate them all at the same time.
I
If
know.
that makes any sense. I'm just glad you didn't pick Sunday night.
I know. I learned.
I'm just glad you didn't pick Sunday night.
Plus, I was not gonna pick Sunday night because that's.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the, man, I'm struggling. I kind of like them all too much. I just didn't feel like I could get passionate enough about that one.
I've been waiting all week for Sunday night.
night.
Woo! Hey Jack, it's a.
Hey, Jack, that's a sack. Monday night. Here comes my pick. I gotta pick it because I'm taking too long.
Yeah, you are. If this were me, you'd be losing your goddamn.
Yeah, but Tara,
mind.
here's the
You
thing: is I
would be
picked
losing your.
I know. I
goddamn
agree. I
mind.
agree. I'm apologizing for it. But we also got to sing the Sunday night song for everybody,
Okay.
so they win. They get the Sunday night
Yeah.
song from us. Okay. So my pick of the week on vibes and vibes alone is I like the Arizona Cardinals plus 5.5 at the Green Bay Packers. Kyler Murray's feeling it. Kyler Murray, he's dipping, he diving. Kyler Murray. The Packers, they look like shit to me. They just they didn't click that well yesterday. Their guys aren't catching balls. They're really beat up at the receiver position as well.
Yeah.
And Marvin Harrison Jr. is a stud. He's going to go off against the Packers. He's going to go, I'm the best receiver in this game. I'm Marvin Harrison Jr. That's what's going to happen in Green Bay this week. See you later, Green Bay. You're
Is it
going
supposed
home.
to be cold?
I don't give a shit. I don't think it's supposed to be that cold,
Yeah.
right? 60s
Probably
probably?
not.
Probably in the 60s. It's still early October. So yeah, Arizona Cardinals plus 5.5 at the Packers. The Packers, I think, are actually a better team come end of the year. That's my prediction. I think they're going to start running the ball more, which they need to do. They need to get better at the run. But something about the Cardinals this week, that little comeback win against the Niners, that's going to give them a little extra juice. That's going to give them a little extra flow. And they're going to win. Nope. Are they going to win? They might win. I'm trying to decide. No, Arizona Cardinals plus 5.5. That's my pick. Sticking to it. Vibes and vibes alone.
Vibes and vibes alone.
Shit, hour 9 in.
Jesus.
No, we're good. That's about right. We only got to do one more thing.
One more
Before
thing.
emails. All right, guys. National Gum Awareness Week. What was it last week?
I don't know.
Something to do with gum. Anyway, we picked our top 5 gums.
There's so
I know
many
we're.
good
I know it's.
ones.
I know. Listen, I know we're a groundbreaking pod doing our top 5 gums. We're so groundbreaking. Tara, I think we need to regroup on our pod.
Because our top 5 gums are just not that interesting.
We're doing top 5 gum. No, this will be a quick one though, because vampires was the real deal. That was our meat and potatoes of the episode. But now we're doing our top 5 gums just because it's fun. I wrote the top 5 gums that popped in my head. To me, that was the right 5. And then I wrote a 6th one. But
I
it's
have
not.
so many gums.
Well, why? You don't have 5 favorites is what you need.
I know, but I have a lot of honorable mentions.
Oh, that's fine. Kara, I don't, because they're not. I like these gums. After a certain type of gum, they're all just the same to me. My gums are all very specific. Tara, what's your number 5 gum? I'll start this one actually. I'll do our
Okay.
top 5 gums. My number 5 gum is the gum in the center of a blow pop. I love eating a blow pop and getting to my gum, and then grabbing another blow pop and eating it while I'm still chewing the gum from the previous blow pop. Love blow pop gum. They call me Bobby Blow Pop.
I hate that
I'm
thing. I
drooling
don't
because
think
of
that's
these
a
fucking
good
teeth.
one.
No,
Why
that's
don't you
Tara.
take
You
'em
don't like
out?
blow pops?
I love blow pops, but that is not a top tier gum.
I didn't say it was the best gum, but I like blow pop. I like the experience of a blow pop gum.
You literally just picked it as one of your top 5
Yeah.
gums.
I don't listen. I prefer the experience of blow pop gum over eating like a chiclet. I'd rather eat a blow pop and then get a
Wrong.
tasty gum afterwards.
And
Like
have
I
like
like that
pieces
experience.
of candy in it and chewing on candy gum.
I love it. I love blow pop
God.
gum. And like I said, I do like 5 blow pops.
You're insane.
I'm not insane.
Yes,
Fuck
you
you.
are.
Fuck you.
That's
blow
a
pop
terrible
gum is
one.
awesome. It's a
You're
good
gonna.
one. Blow. Tara, I borderline want to move blow pop gum up just to piss you off. What's your number 5 gum? If you have more than one, fucking just like, if you have like an, I'm not gonna say. We'll get there when we get there. Tara, what's your number 5 gum?
My number 5 gum is the cigarette gum that like was in like the form of a cigarette. You would like blow on it and the sugar would blow out like smoke.
Yeah.
And it was really delicious gum too, but
Yeah.
it was an experience because you looked cool
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette
That's a
and
good
then
one.
chewing your gum.
I also like the cigar one.
Yes.
Those are good too. But the cigarette one, you're right. I didn't even think
Yeah.
about those. Those didn't even
Those
pop
are
into
cool.
my brain. Though I forgot about where it looked like the powdery
Yes.
smoke came out. Better than like just like, because there was just like the fake candy cigarettes.
Yeah.
The gum cigarettes were way better than candy cigarettes.
Oh
You're
yeah.
absolutely
A
correct.
million times better.
Million
Way
times
cooler
better.
looking
That's
too.
a good one, Tara. That's a good one. It's a good one. It's not as
Thank
good as blow pop gum, but it's a good one.
Okay.
It's a good one. I'm
Mhm.
giving you props. You know, you're shitting on my number 5. Don't shit on my shit. Don't yum
Okay,
my yuck.
let's
Don't
just
yuck my
keep-
yum. I yuck
let-
your every yum you've ever.
I
put
know.
out.
Let's hear yours now. You're number 4.
My number 4 is Extra. It's the only brand like Extra. Like when I want a piece of just a piece of chewing gum, I'm an Extra man. I think the flavor lasts. I like the flavor of it. I like how long it lasts. I like just that classic gum slice of gum, like the gum. What is that? A slice? Would you call that a slice? What is that called? Stick of gum. It's a stick of gum.
Yeah.
I like
Stick
Extra. I
slice.
like Extra bubble mint. I like the bubble mint. I like the regular. I like the green. What's the
Polar
green?
ice is probably tops.
I'm an extra guy. I really like
Yeah.
extra gum. Is extra on your list somewhere?
God, no.
Oh, you don't like
I have
extra
way-
gum?
I do like extra gum, but I picked fun gums.
Well, Tara, I pick all fun gums, but I also had to have a gum that is my. That's my. If I'm gonna have gum for breath purposes, extra is my go-to. I prefer it over like an Orbits or icebreakers or anything like that.
Okay, then my number 4 will also be my go-to gum
Okay.
if I need a piece of gum,
Okay.
and that is gonna be Dentine.
Dentine is your go-to
Dentine,
gum.
like the chiclet kind. Love it.
My teeth look like chiclets.
You should take those out. I don't
What?
know why you put them back in. You sound
it's
like
fun.
an idiot. You sound like an idiot.
Well, everyone knows I'm wearing vamp teeth. It's vamp week, and you're wearing a pink sweater. Guys, she didn't even prep.
I have on fake lashes.
I'm a sexy. Hold on.
Just hold on a second.
No. Okay, she's going. So her Dentine, is she 1,000 years old? Who the fuck chews Dentine gum? I don't even know if I know what Dentine tastes like. Let me Google Dentine. Dentine. I feel like my grandparents used to have Dentine gum. Oh, is she Dentine Ice, maybe? Did she say Dentine Ice? She must be. Yeah, I'm not a Dentine guy. Because I don't like the ones that are like the hard chiclety things like that. Oh, she's got something on. Oh, she's got a cape on like she's Thor Zool. She looks like a fucking story lord / Thor Zool, not a vampire.
I got my
What's up,
cape
Thor
on.
Zool?
It's my vampire cape.
Okay, I like it. All right, so now we're both vamps.
Now we're vampires.
Now we're both vampires. You should have got that at the beginning. Tara, I was just saying I don't like the hard like Dentine, chiclety.
Oh, those are my favorite. I feel
I don't
like
like
they
gums.
have the
I don't
best
like-
texture.
I'm not a fan of that stuff.
All
But
right.
that's your go-to gum. Dentine Ice?
Yes. Dentine Ice,
Do you have a
Dentine
flavor?
Fire. I like
It's fire cinnamon.
Yeah.
I don't like cinnamon.
Any of the
I don't like cinnamon.
Dentines.
I like cinnamon baked goods and food. I don't like cinnamon in candy form.
Oh.
Gum, candy.
I love
don't like
it.
too much.
Cinnamon discs. Love them.
Don't like it. All right, my number 3. These next few, I bet you will have one match. Maybe not.
All right.
I'm gonna say my number 3 gum of all time is baseball card gum. The sticks of gum in baseball cards. Are they good? No.
No, but they were good.
But they're such a
Hard
vibe.
They are so nostalgic.
Like the gum, it was so hard. And
it was so hard.
It never was good. It was never not hard.
Mm-mm.
But when you opened up a pack of baseball cards and had gum in it, it was like the best. It was really fun when you'd open up a whole box that had it, and you just kind of stack them all to the side, and they almost were like as thick and hard as the baseball cards.
Yeah.
But
And they
baseball
kinda-
card gum was so much fun.
Had a little cardboardy taste
Yeah, it
to
was
it
a
too
little
from the
powdery, and it was like
yeah.
it almost it tasted a little bit like Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Whatever baseball card you were trying, or Ken Griffey. It makes me think of Ken Griffey Jr. when I eat a slice of baseball card gum. If that makes any sense.
And then if you got like an old piece from like an old pack, it would like disintegrate.
Oh yeah, you could still probably get some.
Yeah.
But Dad might even have some packs around that have
He
gum in them. I
might.
don't know.
He might.
Did that make your list? Is that on your list?
It's not on my list.
It's a good one though, right?
It is a good one.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna have fun gum. Yeah, I have the funnest of gums.
It is fun.
Okay, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Bubblicious Watermelon.
Oh, Bubblicious.
We never got like sugar gum that often,
Not
but
true.
I always remember that. What?
Not true.
I mean, it kind of was.
We got we got whatever gum we wanted, but there was mostly just
No.
extra in the house because that's what Mom would buy packs of for gum for breath.
But when-
Tara, we were not denied sugar gum. What are you fucking talking about? All we ate was
Okay.
sugar gum.
Bubblicious gum, right?
What are you talking about? You're a liar.
I'm bullshit.
Mom's gonna hear them like, what the fuck is she talking about? But like
I wanted
the
people
gum
to
drawer
not think
usually
bad
had
about our mom and dad about us having sugar gum on our little baby teeth, rotting them to hell.
Bubblicious. I prefer Hubba Bubba over Bubblicious myself.
Bubblicious watermelon.
Mm. I do remember it. I do.
Such
I
good
remember
bubble blowing.
Hubba Bubba watermelon was juicier. I thought.
Maybe.
in my opinion.
It was like this. Bubble gum bubbles as big as your head.
They did.
Great
Bubblicious
bubble
did blow
blowing
good
gum.
bubbles.
Yeah.
Bubblicious did blow good bubbles. One of my next ones is Blue Good Bubbles. Yeah, I like.
All right.
I remember Bubblicious. That was a good one.
Yeah. They even their regular Bubblicious was delicious. All right, what's next?
My number 2 is Double Bubble. I love Double Bubble. I mean, Double Bubbles. If someone has a bucket of Double Bubble,
Yeah.
you know, it would come in. Even as an adult, one time when I was working at the trolley company, they had and I just sat there at the end. You know how I stick around work sometimes because I'm that type of guy. Just hang out with people. I just put like piles of Double Bubble and it was blowing giant bubbles. Double Bubble's like heavy, and it's like juicy in its flavors. I love me some Double Bubble. I love it. If
What
it's
number
fresh,
is that? Your number 2?
that's my number 2. I was on 2,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's my number 2 as well.
Okay. Do we have the same number 1? I wonder. Yeah, Double Bubble. I would say.
I mean,
just,
the amount of Double
it-
Bubble I've eaten in my life is insane.
and sometimes it's too hard.
It is. But then you
But
just throw in
when
another
when
one.
it's when it's a fresh. No, but I mean like when you first bite it, even.
Oh,
When
yeah.
it's a fresh. If it's like a fresh batch of Double Bubble, and it's like.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. It's like candy. I mean, it is candy. That you just like you get all that sugar off of, and you just take her down. But you could blow it had a really good thickness to it, and you could blow awesome bubbles.
Like, we were insane where, like, we would get, like, the Sam's Club or Costco size of Double Bubble, and we would just sit there and chew it and chew it and chew it and chew it.
Until our jaws hurt.
Yeah.
It was crazy. We were Double Bubble fanatics. Loved it.
The amount, like, how many Double Bubble pieces do you think you put in your mouth at a time?
I think the most I did was like 35, maybe.
For real.
Yeah, that time, like I said, I did that thing at the trolley when I was like 20, probably like 27.
That's insane.
And I just sat there shoving it in while people laughed.
God.
and I finally blew a bubble, and I was like, but my jaw it was so like juicy. I was drooling.
Yuck.
Double Bubble was awesome. Yeah, a bucket of Double Bubble.
Yeah.
You want to go? You want to do your number 1 first, just in case we have the same one? Since I just stole Double Bubble from you. Yeah, do your number 1.
No.
Yes.
You're doing it.
I already passed it off to you.
No,
I just
that's
went.
not how
I
it
just
works.
went.
I did too. I talked about Double Bubble.
I fucking keep biting myself.
Well, take out your friggin' teeth.
I can't.
Psycho.
It's Vampire Week. What are we talking about? Why would I am a vampire. I'm a sexy vampire. I have glistening skin and muscles. I'm a fucking sexy vampire. Leave me alone.
Okay. What's
Bubble
your
tape
number
is
1?
my number 1 gum.
Mine too.
Yeah, no shit. How's it not? It's bubble tape, baby.
Bubble tape was the
Bubble tape is
coolest
the
shit
shit.
ever.
Tell me about bubble tape.
Okay, this is why I loved Bubble Tape. 1, the taste, delicious. The texture, amazing. But the way that it came in a canister and you could just like chop off piece by piece and like give people, oh, I want a piece. So you pull it out and chop it. Oh my gosh.
I didn't
And
share
then when
mine.
it got to the bottom, you would just like bite
Put
it
the
in
last
half.
little chunk in.
Yeah.
Basically the chunk.
Yeah.
Did you ever bite it like an asshole? Like, you ever do
Yes.
that? Like, where instead of chopping each piece, you just bit into it? You didn't eat
It would
bubble
have
tape.
to get to a certain
You didn't.
certain
Yeah,
amount.
you have to take at least one
yeah.
like long piece.
Yes.
But I never ate it the same every time I had it. You had to experiment
Yeah.
with the bubble tape. Man,
Was
I want
it
bubble
6
tape now.
Was it 6
I mean, that was Fruit by the
6
Foot,
feet?
wasn't it?
Oh.
Or Fruit by the Foot was 3 feet, was it?
3 feet of bubble tape.
I think
What?
Bubblicious was 6 feet. 6 feet of fun, Bubble Hubba. Hubba Bubba Bubble Tape.
6 feet of fun. There was 6 feet of bubble gum in that?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it is awesome. I didn't know that Hubba Bubba made it for some reason.
Well, I think it changed because it used
What?
to just be bubble tape.
Sure about that?
Nope.
Either am I. Either am I.
Definitely not sure about it.
I love bubble tape. I think most kids love bubble tape. There's a few
Mhm.
on here that people are going to be like, why wasn't that on the list?
Yes, definitely.
By people, I mean nobody, because nobody listens to this podcast. But like, bubble tape is the shit. You have some, what are your honorable mentions? I only had one.
Oh my gosh, I have so many.
I have other ones, but I just didn't care about. I was like, I was
Rainbow?
kinda, well, first I was gonna say fruit stripes gum. Come on,
No, that's actually on my
but it's
anti
a
gum.
list, but it existed.
It did exist, but it's my
What?
anti. I hated
But I'm
it.
not. I didn't hate it. The first flavor is good.
Yeah, but it lasts for
Like when you get it, it lasts you 5 minutes. The whole pack.
Yes, exactly.
The whole pack lasts
The whole
5 minutes. Like you would do
pack.
all of it in 2 seconds because it did have an awesome flavor for 2 seconds, and you just would eat it all, and then the pack would be gone.
Your
You just
teeth
throw it
are
out. You
killing
wouldn't
me
chew
so
it. You
much.
wouldn't
People
continue
are
to
gonna
chew
hate
it.
listening to this.
What?
Because I said people are gonna hate listening to this episode because your teeth.
Tara, they're gonna be horny. What are you talking about? They're like, is that a sexy vampire on the other end of
You
this?
know who you sound like? Sean Astin from 51st Dates. Okay, bazooka.
So I'm out here giving people a speech. I just, you know what? People with speech impediments seem to do really well on podcasts
Yeah.
for some reason. So maybe that's why I'm trying to do it.
Okay.
Name some more gums.
Big League Chew,
Yeah, overrated. Can we agree
but
on
fun.
that?
But
It is fun,
It's like you're
but I'd rather
packing
have
a dip.
I'd rather have a bubble tape.
Yes, for sure. Razzles,
Oh, Razzles were
Loved.
good.
loved. I liked chiclets, but you didn't. I liked the mini chiclets in the little pouch. Those were awesome. Hot dog gum,
hot dog
cinnamon,
gum.
so you wouldn't like that.
What about no?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, keep going.
There was this yardstick gum that we had at softball, and it was awesome.
I remember that. Yeah, yeah. What about the pickle gum?
Oh yeah, with like the
Pickle flavoring.
no, it had like whatchamacallit?
There was gum that tasted like pickle.
Dust. Yeah, but it had like dust,
Pickle
and it was
dust.
like yeah,
Remember the gum that was like little coal bags, little
Yep.
gold bags?
Gold Rush or something.
What about? Were you ever a juicy fruit gal?
Yeah, I did like Juicy Fruit. It was good.
What about Big Red?
Loved Big Red. Loved Double Mint.
Hmm.
Hated
Quench gum
Trident
was good.
Layers. Quench gum was not good. I did not. It was like sour, and it would like get you back here. Not a fan.
Okay.
Freedent makes me think of Grandpa. Terrible texture, but tastes good.
What about Bazooka Joe? We didn't mention
Bazooka. I already
Joe
said
yet.
Bazooka.
Oh, you did? I missed it because Bazooka. I thought about it because the comic was
Yes.
never good.
No.
That was my favorite part about Bazooka Joe is hating the comic.
Yeah.
But the gum wasn't good either.
It kind of tasted like Double Bubble, but hard. Like a
Right, it
hard
was too
Double
hard.
Bubble. Yeah.
It was like if Double Bubble was less good.
Most F.
What about just a classic gumball?
Yeah. Great.
You want to know what my least favorite gum is? And when you
Yeah.
have an Easter basket and you think you're getting
Oh.
a chocolate or malted milk ball gum or candy, and then it's a gum.
Yeah. That
Do
did
not put
suck.
those things in the same basket.
No.
Mom.
No.
Do not put those things in the same basket.
Because then you just like spit it out and waste it.
Yep. Any other gums?
Nope.
Nice. Well, that's fun.
It was fun.
That's fun. Any birthdays for the day before we read email?
No, I don't know.
Next
anybody's
week we're
birthday.
going to watch Blade. And we need to do a list. National today, Tara. It's International Day of Peaceful Communication. Interesting.
There was no good holidays today.
National Child Health Day. National Consignment Day. Or
Trinner.
like shit like that. Another day for Trin.
Yeah.
National Forgiveness and Happiness Day. Who should I forgive?
I don't know.
I don't have anyone to forgive. I'm not a big grudge holder. You're
I
far
am.
more of a grudge holder than I.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Most definitely. I will hold
I don't
a
actually
grudge.
hold on to grudges. I get pissed and I'm like, fuck that person. And then after that, I like would probably be your best friend again. I don't give a fuck. I just don't. I just don't have it in me. I think I want to be liked too much. I'm a loser. John Mellencamp's birthday. Little story about Jack and Diane. I hate that song.
Little ditty.
Joey
about
Behar's
Jack
birthday.
Oh.
That's fun. Jasmine Hood's birthday. I don't know who that is. There you go. We need something for next week, though, Tara. What's next week's day?
Next week is.
I'll just look at the 14th.
Ooh.
October 14th. National Dessert Day.
Ooh.
I mean,
we
feel
talk
like we've
about
done
desserts too much.
a million times.
I know.
Be bald and be free day. I'm good. Columbus Day.
Oh, it's Columbus Day next Monday?
Mm-hmm.
You know what they also call it? Indigenous People Day.
I like to call it White Folk Day.
White Folk Day. That's dumb.
When the white folk go over. International Day of Respect for Cultural Diversity. Should we maybe pick our top 5 favorite cultures? National Kick Butt Day. National I Love You Day. National Native American Day. Yemen Liberation Day. World Standards Day. National Online Bank Day. What can we do a list of, Tara, from all that stuff?
I liked the National Kick Butt Day.
What do we do with that, though? I'm so shiny.
You are really shiny.
Well, it
Is
sparkles.
it sweat?
No. I look sweaty, but it's literally I'm glistening, Tara, on my end.
Gosh.
Tara, I took that spray. I thought it wasn't that good, that stuff you gave me.
Yeah.
But you just do a lot of it, and it looks awesome. I'm so Tara, it's on my chest. You can't see it because of the camera, but I'm glistening, baby.
I know.
I'm fucking glistening. What are we doing next week for National Kick Butt Day? Best fight scenes? Our 5 favorite fight scenes? Have we ever done that? I don't think so.
Probably not. That's going to be really hard.
No, it is not.
Okay.
What are you talking? How's that hard? What is your brain little? You always act like things are hard. Everything is easy. Every one of these lists is easy.
There's just going to be so many. There's just going to be so many good ones, though.
Pick the 5 you like.
Okay.
We can do more.
Best
than 5.
fight scenes. No, let's do 5.
Best fights.
Fights.
Scenes. Yeah, let's do scenes because fights could mean like, or we could do fights from anything. It could be fight from like a sporting event or a fight from whatever we want.
Okay, whatever that means to us.
Top 5, top 7.
Sure.
Because it's good for Blade. Because he's a fighter. That's perfect for next week, Tara.
Top 7 fights.
7 fights.
Whatever that means to you.
And then maybe a short list that's more like I want to keep this Halloween month rolling.
Yeah.
I would say. But I don't know in what way. Top 5. Do we want to do fights? Kick butt day?
Yeah.
Okay. Top 7 fights. And we're going to talk about Blade. That'll be our Halloween part. We'll talk about Blade.
Okay.
Maybe come in with some more. Maybe Tara will have a costume next week. We'll see. I'll probably not wear the teeth again.
Good.
Good, she says. We got email. We got an email. I know. In the nick of time.
We just got it?
Mom when we were recording. We have one from our mother. Melon Fights email. From Jeannie. Another good pod. Thanks, Jeannie. Doing this email at Graham's. She says hi. Well, I got a fall category wrong, so trying again. Liked your picks. By the way, Tara, I agree with Drew. Own your picks of the week. Thank you. Best falls. Titanic. Great falls throughout. What? People falling down a lot? Oh yeah. When it's like on at the tall end,
yeah,
you're like flipping down.
Yeah.
It's a good one, Mom.
Yeah, it's dark.
It's a good one. I am so shiny. People are just gonna think I was sweating my ass off this episode, but it sparkles. I mean, it is glistening. Oh my god, because the sun's starting to come down on my face. Hans Gruber falling out of the skyscraper window in Die Hard. I had that one, didn't I? Alfred Hitchcock's. It's too hard to read. They're coming off. Alfred Hitchcock's movie Vertigo. Judy falls out of the bell tower while Cary Grant is trying to overcome his vertigo to get to her. Her fall cures him. Thanks for ruining the movie. I've actually never seen Vertigo, and I've been wanting to watch it. King Kong's fall from the Empire State Building. Also good.
Yeah.
Like that. And cliffhanger opening scene.
No.
Yep, she's smart. It's a great scene. Talk about traumatic beginnings. One would say traumatic ending. 2. Oh, wow. What a dork. Favorite gums: peppermint chiclets, little gumballs from a gumball machine, pennies. Oh yeah, does Mom still have that gumball machine?
Mm-mm.
That was fun.
It was.
Those gumballs would last about 7 seconds.
I know.
No stinking big ones. No, I agree. The little gumballs. Wrigley Double Mint, Bazooka, and Trident Spearmint Rush vibes. Great texture. Oh wow. Honorable mention: Quench, Wrigley Spearmint.
Ugh.
It's her dad's favorite, and Blackjack.
Oh, I love
I don't think
blackjack.
I've ever had it. Best
It's like-
vampires.
It tastes like
What?
black licorice.
You know I hate that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Count her vampires. Count Chocula's her 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Was that our 5th as well?
No.
No, it
fourth.
was. Mine was honorable mention.
Mine was 4th.
Bela Lugosi as the original Dracula. All the Lost Boys. Smart lady.
Look at her.
It is All the Lost Boys.
Not just David.
Barnabas Collins from Dark Shadows TV series. I never watched it.
Mm-mm.
And Grandpa Munster. That's a good one.
Oh, that is good.
Oh, that's one we missed.
Grandpa.
I was trying to
Eddie.
think of something like that. That's a really good one. Grams
is a
came up
good
with that
one.
one. That's a good one, Grams. You old lady. You old fuckers, you. These 2 old ladies.
Mm.
Off to get Grams or flu shot. Love
Ooh.
you. Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Anything, Tara, before I get us out of here?
I don't think so. It was a good app.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything. God, I'm so fucking. I just look like a sweaty boy, but I'm so shiny.
You do look very shiny.
I'm not. Oh, I got to sign off with Vamp. I can't not sign off with.
Oh yeah, we need those teeth back in.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I bet you if I had them, I wouldn't have a speech impediment.
You Tara. I'm like, it hurts. They're like slamming me. You would have a speech impediment. Tara, when have you ever seen someone wearing vampire teeth and they didn't sound like an idiot? What are you talking about?
I just think I'm
not an
I would
idiot.
be able to figure it out.
Leave me alone. Tara,
Hey,
stay
Drew.
dry
Stay dry.
and have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon Fights.
That
I
was
should have
good.
talked more like a vampire. I
I
should have talked
know.
more like a vampire this episode.
You really missed out on that.
My underdog pick of the week.
My underdog peak.
My underdog
Of the
pick
week.
of the week. Arizona Cardinals plus. That don't sound like a vampire anymore.
No,
So there it is. Hey
that
guys.
happens with you a lot. You lose your accent.
Oh, I can do it for like
instantly.
I can do it for like 1/7 of a second, and it's
Yeah.
perfect. I can do it perfect for I can do an impression perfect for maybe 2 seconds,
and then
you
you lose it.
and then it's gone, and I don't sound
Yeah.
anything like it anymore ever. It's crazy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon Fights. See, that was like Yogi fucking Bear.